For the first time in more than 20 years, Joe Arpaio is not the Republican candidate for Maricopa County Sheriff. Instead, his right-hand man, Sheridan, is challenging Sheriff Paul Penzone. Sheridan is looking to return to the department with a plan to bring back some of his old boss's favorite programs. But he tells ABC 15 investigator Melissa Blasius he's very much his own man.
The people at MSCO want me back.
Sheridan says he wants to restore the nobility of policing. He has pride in the patrol work he did during a 38-year career at the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office. During his last 6 years, he was Chief Deputy, Joe Arpaio's second in command.
What's the biggest lesson you learned from him?
Never lose focus. Always remember you're the sheriff for all the citizens of Maricopa County. Ultimately, that was his downfall.
Sheridan publicly was Sheriff Arpaio's defender-in-chief on lawsuits over inmate deaths and when MSCO misspent tens of millions of dollars.
People paint the problem as unique to the sheriff's office, when other police agencies in this valley have similar problems.
But Sheridan says behind the scenes, he was a fix-it man for a bunch of problems he inherited, like the backlog of hundreds of uninvestigated sex crime cases.
I says, I want nothing hidden.
But Sheridan himself engaged in multiple acts of misconduct, dishonesty, and bad faith, according to a federal judge in the Melendrez civil rights case. In 2016, the judge found Arpaio, Sheridan, and other aides in civil contempt of court for disregarding orders to stop bias policing against Hispanics.
The judge got it wrong. The judge is a human being. That's his opinion. I was never untruthful. I never hid anything from him.
If elected sheriff, he must still deal with the Melendrez case court orders and the federal court monitor who watches over MSCO to ensure equitable policing.
It's a very difficult undertaking, and I will again work diligently to comply with that.
Sheridan says morale and turnover are bad now at MSCO, and he can fix it in part by undoing Sheriff Paul Penzone's changes over the last 4 years. Sheridan wants to resurrect something similar to the Tent City Jail, to increase drug trafficking interdictions near Gila Bend, fully restaff the sheriff's posses, and put more resources into animal cruelty investigations.
I have horses and a dog that we rescued. This is part of who I am.
I asked about these campaign signs that say Sheridan will stand up to the mobs after what he sees as a weak response to the looting of Scottsdale Fashion Square.
If the chief fails to respond and protect the property or the lives of people, the sheriff has the responsibility to take action.
So you're saying if you had been sheriff, you would have put your guys in there?
Absolutely.
Against the wishes of the direction of the police chief?
Believe me, I don't want to do this.
But Sheridan says he would if he had to, because his top priority would be to protect the safety of all people. And he thinks that under his watch, deputies will be more proactive. And he says he would be the sheriff for all citizens, despite what you think of his past. I'm investigator Melissa Blasius, ABC 15, Arizona.